Let me start with this. If your brain has ever been called chaotic, scattered, disorganized, and at the same time, you've built things, created things, led things, solved problems in ways no one else could, this is for you because your chaos, it's not a flaw. It's creative. But here's the thing, creativity is the spark, clarity is what makes it scalable. And clarity is what gives you the kind of resilience that lasts through the messy middle. So today, we're not here to fix you. We're here to build with your brain, not against it. And I'm going to show you how to design systems that actually stick because they reflect the way your brain already works. Now, before we dive in, I want you to do this. Grab something to write with. Pen and paper is best. We're going to engage your brain in multiple ways today, and writing things down by hand helps lock it in. It's called embodied cognition. Even if you never look at those notes again, the act of writing will help you retain and process more. All right, let's go. How many systems have you tried? Apps, planners, color-coded task lists, Notion setups, bullet journals, all of them felt good for a few days, maybe a week, and then you fall off. You forget, you lose steam. That's not because you're broken, it's because those systems were designed around a completely different brain type. Most traditional systems assume you're motivated by importance. You can stay consistent without novelty. You respond well to routine. Ha. For many ADHD and neurodivergent thinkers, that's not how your engine runs. You are often wired to respond to novelty, urgency, emotional connection, momentum, and visual feedback. If your systems don't account for that, they will fail no matter how good your intentions are. I want to pause and ask, what's one system you've tried that didn't work? And why do you think it didn't? Write it down in your notes. And if you feel like it, drop that in the comments. But I really want you to focus on just taking the notes. This is how we start separating what works for them from what works for you. Think about that. Let that land. This is how we start separating what works for them from what works for you. Now, here's how we're going to flip that. This is the framework I use with ADHD and neurodivergent clients who are building businesses, managing creative work, or just trying to get their systems to stick as leaders in the businesses they work for. There are 3 parts. First, we want to map your engagement triggers. What gets you going? Not what you should do, what actually sparks motion. A short deadline, a visually clear to-do list, body doubling or co-working, verbal processing, novelty or challenge. When you know your fuel, you stop forcing motivation and start creating conditions that actually engage your brain. Write this down. What are your top 2 focus fuels? What actually gets you into action? Now, creating flexible structure is where most systems break. You don't need minute by minute routines. You need containers, flexible structure, I said, that guides your energy without boxing you in. Think mornings equal creative deep work, afternoons, admin, theme days like CEO day, delivery day, buffer day, sprints instead of schedules. The goal isn't control, it's clarity, knowing where to point your energy without deciding from scratch every time, because from scratch, not good. Now, next we want to anchor with micro rituals. Micro rituals are the bridge between chaos and clarity. They help you start, transition, or reset using minimal effort. And we really want minimal effort. A 2-minute timer before starting a task, a daily shutdown sentence to close your day, moving a sticky note from doing to done, a song that signals focus mood. Think about that. A song that signals focus mode. Taking your to-do list out loud. Tiny rituals, huge return. Now, let me tell you about someone I worked with, a freelance designer with massive creative energy and no structure. We didn't overhaul her whole life. We mapped her triggers, visual feedback, and momentum, then built a system using a whiteboard Kanban with 3 columns, a 10-minute visual planning ritual each morning, and 1 CEO hour per week to reset her workload. That was it. 3 pieces. But they worked because they were hers, not someone else's. What's one idea so far that's making your brain go, yes, that's what I need? Write it down in your notes. That's your aha moment. Now, this one I do want you to share. So the rest of the notes, it's for you, it's for your brain. But this, what is your aha moment? What's the thing, the idea that's making your brain go, yes, that's what I need? Now, let's bring this all together. Chaos is creative. It means your brain is alive, active, curious, full of ideas. Creative is wonderful. Creative is powerful. Clarity is what makes that creativity scale. And scaling does not mean hustle. It means building systems that reflect your strengths so that you can show up with more ease, focus, and resilience. Now, I want to invite you to be a good human. And in my world, this is what I mean by a good human. If someone came to mind during this training, a creative friend, a neurodivergent peer, someone quietly struggling with systems that do not work for them, please send them the replay. You never know how big a shift that one share could make for someone else. And if you want help actually building this, not just listening to this, I offer one-on-one clarity calls where we map this out together based on your brain and your goals. We'll find the right structure, the right triggers, the right micro rituals that fit you, and you'll leave with a clear next step. If that sounds helpful, send me a DM or drop the word clarity in the comments, and I'll send you the link. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for showing up for yourself. And I want to remind you, your chaos is valid. Your creativity is powerful and is so needed in this world. And your clarity, that's what makes it sustainable. You don't need to force focus. You just need a system that works for you.